Hello and welcome back to the PGL Americas Minor. This is day 2. We're on the last match of the day. It is the decider. My name's James and I'm joined here now on the desk by Anders and Moses. How are you guys doing?
It's a pleasure to be back.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Moses, we haven't seen much of you for the last couple of hours. Had a best of 3 in the process.
Yeah, did some casting, did some relaxing on the couch in there.
Yeah. What did you think of the last best of 3? You were very excited backstage.
It was quite nice, actually. The comeback from Pain was sweet. Yeah, I thought a couple things. I mean, one, Pain is going to be exhausted after that, coming into another BO3 right off the bat after that huge comeback. That's pretty emotionally draining.
Yeah.
And the second one is with Misfits. This is, I believe, the second time Shazam has had to, his team has gone into a qualifier and dropped him like 2 or 3 days before like a big important qualifier. I think the other one was with Optic. I forget what event it was for. That was like last year right around Malmo.
Well,
So
let's have a quick look at
trends.
coming up to this last match. Let's have a look at the bracket so far today. This is just Group B, and as you can see, these are the matches here. We just spoke about Pain Gaming
It's complicated.
beating Misfits, and yeah, Cloud9 very much sort of sailing through to
On Cloud9?
sorry,
that was too easy.
on Cloud9.
I can't believe you went for that. That was the low-hanging fruit.
No, I was trying to help James. So I was trying to be a team player.
He's just a good guy.
Yeah.
He's just a good guy. But so we can see CLG here reeling from a loss by Cloud9. Still quite a close 16-12, sorry. And as you say, Pain on one side, they are very much on a high from winning. Their adrenaline will be pumping. They've just finished on stage and now they're going straight back into it. But as you say, they may be worn out. How do you feel about that, Anders?
I don't know. I think if you're as inexperienced as these guys are, you're probably going to be running on the adrenaline quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I think they're going to be pretty hyped anyway. Maybe a more experienced team would run out pretty quickly and they would go back to feeling like we've been here before, and then too much of a break and they would cool off. I think these guys are probably going to be pretty hyped still. So I don't think that's the problem. I just think the problem will be the skill discrepancy between the two teams. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, certainly you'd think that, right? I mean, you'd kind of come into this saying CLG is going to be pretty heavy favorites, especially what we saw out of Pain versus Cloud9 earlier when it was that big of a discrepancy. It was just a steamroll, right?
Yeah.
But you also have to say Pain looked much better against Misfits than they did earlier today. Maybe a little bit of a warm-up match. Maybe they've just kind of calmed things down, talked some things over. I just think this is where you're going to start seeing mistakes coming. This is where we're going to start seeing players like losing some focus, second BO3, and yeah, it's just draining making that level of a comeback. So and that's where you see problems come out.
Let's first have a look at CLG's lineup. For people just joining us, we'll just have a quick run through with the 5 players on this team. Who wants to take that away? Yeah,
this is well, I mean, the big guy who played earlier today was Ethan. He was he had a very strong game. Kusta is the AWPer, Ricky is the double AWPer as well. Those are kind of the 2 guys that have formed like a pretty powerful duo. But overall, this team is just playing very well. I think the big thing that's marking this team is their T sides are a lot of defaults, right? A lot of like slower paced. They had some cool things earlier, but I mean, this is a team where I think we're going to see a lot of those come out, and that's where maybe some upsets occur. Just because if you're giving, we saw Pain against Cloud9. The one round they were given time to like set up and get a read of what's coming. They were pretty effective. So I think CLG is going to have to be careful of that.
And we just watched Pain just now have a great game. We can have a quick look at their team now and run through these guys. Not as well known coming into this, came through the South American qualifier for this tournament, but we've now managed to watch a couple of games, 3 maps in total of them today. So now how are we feeling about these? Cello in particular turning up, right?
Yeah, he was doing very well on the second map on Train. But DCT was doing very well on Overpass, right? So they sort of swapped out their roles a bit about who was sort of doing the best, which can happen. I think Landon has actually been a pretty good impact AWPer. I think Chad's been calling combat AWPing, which I think is kind of a cool term.
That's Chad's buzzword.
Yeah,
is the
it's
combat
not bad.
AWPer. Yeah.
I like it. I think we can adopt that into the mainstream. I think it works out pretty well.
Like
a
little child?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it does sound like you're playing sort of an RTS game. Let's can we deploy the combat AWPer into the role? Just put him down with a parachute or something.
It feels quite powerful in that context.
It does. I like it. I think that's one of the good things about it. But yeah, they've all had their moments. I feel like I actually think Landon has been sort of fairly stable with the AWP. But then, if we can't afford it, I think that's an issue, right? So. we'll see how that works out. But,
They have that feel like a lot of the other Brazilian teams had when they were starting to like come up in the scene, is just very momentum based, right? When they catch on, when they catch fire, and they're feeling good, and they string 3-4 rounds together, then it just kind of like keeps building. And sometimes you can see them struggle to get that momentum in the first place, but once they have it, it's like a kind of a scary thing. Everyone just seems to be playing better. It's that we always see like the Brazilian teams, like the very hype players, like the Henny, like standing up and yelling, same with like guys like, on the SK lineup, Cold Zera and everything, getting really fired up.
Yeah, it would have been great to see that last match actually more of like I'd love to have been in the crowd at the esports arena.
It was probably very loud. There was probably some shouting, I would say.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the veto for this best of 3 down on the bottom of your screens right now. First map is Overpass, which was Payne's choice, then followed by Mirage, which is CLG, and then if we need it, Cash. So we've seen a lot of Cash. We did see Overpass earlier. We saw Payne actually perform quite well on Overpass. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see them on Mirage as well. So what do you guys think of that lineup of maps?
I think Payne's going to be pretty happy with this. I think it's tough. CLG still, like, I would still consider this kind of lineup like new in regards to like how deep their map pool can go. It's probably a little bit of a shame, I feel, that they have like this constant veto of Nuke that they just don't want to play, because I think Payne's going to be very happy with Overpass. Looked very strong on it against Misfits. They just ran over him. That was actually pretty incredible to see. So I mean, I think you can have obvious favorites on the first 2 maps, and then Cash. I don't think CLG looked like all that dominant on it. If this goes to a 3rd map, I think Payne's going to be fine going up against them. I wouldn't say that like Payne is going to be favorited in Overpass, but certainly probably the most dangerous map they're going to have in their arsenal in this series. Although, I mean, saying that, CLG does have some pretty cool ideas. I know Bardoff tweeted me a YouTube clip of this very cool thing they do outside of Monster. On the CT side, they do like a very deep smoke and a Monster push. So if they bust that out, that can be confusing to look at.
That's shocking. I actually didn't realize Bardoff tweeted other things than keyboards. So I'm actually
keyboards and shark videos.
Yeah, I'm actually
sometimes not even the whole keyboard, just the keys.
Just the keys. Yeah.
It's unreal. It's so unreal. I'm so confused by that.
I do sometimes feel like we should state an intervention to try and save him from himself.
Yeah.
Because I think he's become one of those people, like the hoarders that, in their minds, they just live in like a regular house. You go there and it's trash and weird things everywhere.
I've been doing that, but with SteelSeries mice.
Right. So I think eventually we're gonna have to. There's gonna be some sort of help that we can reach out. Maybe we talk to Dan first and get him to sort of just.
Dan, how do we handle this Bardoff situation?
What's a good way to approach it?
I think maybe we organize like a fake keycap party, like come over and check out everyone's keycaps, and we just sit them down. It's all of us in a circle.
Like people used to do with Tupperware.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
We trap him in that kind of. He can't get out by the time he walks in. He's thinking he's going to get a whole new set of keycaps, and we're just like.
Okay. I love that. That's the.
Or what is it? We saw the Face It ad where Dan actually traps him in a room.
That was brilliant. I love that.
And throws the smoke grenade in.
Yeah, I thought that was very good. Especially because it looked staged for a while, but then it looked like there was like a bit of panic, and I think Dan is crazy enough that maybe it could have been just
just a random thing that
just occurred. A random thing that occurred. So.
Hey
I wonder about that.
Especially like the rolling on the asphalt as he gets up to the building. Dan would definitely do that out of nowhere.
Yeah, that turned me on a lot. I mean, he's a very athletic guy, so I was into that.
What? We move
yes.
from one iconic Counter-Strike casting duo.
Here we go, Anders.
To
another.
Here we go, Anders.
All right.
Iconic.
Which, that's you two.
That was awkward.
That's you two. And then, yeah, I know, you left him hanging for way too long there. Poor guy.
I was thinking about Pickles. I was distracted. I'm sorry.
Okay, Jesus, Pickles, straight away. To another, because we are ready to go into Overpass. We're going to hand over to the duo that is Henry G and Sadikist.
Love to see it.
It's kind of
about
awkward.
time.
It's because I think when James was talking about an iconic duo, he's talking about James and Dan, and Moses just assumed he was talking about Anders and himself.
they were talking about James and Dan.
It's just like, oh, they high-fived and everything.
Are they even a duo?
No, and they kind of assumed that's where we're going. But still, they might be a duo one day, who knows?
Assume
they can give it a
only
go.
means one thing.
Well, Matthew, CLG versus Payne. Payne, not a team that interested me that much going into this tournament. I thought they'd just get blown out the water, which they did this morning against Cloud9, 16-1 no less.
Well, see, to that point, Henry, it's no pain, no gain.
Exactly.
And they went through a lot of pain and made a tremendous gain.
You learn the most from your losses, I think. So that's true. And but against Misfits, it looked much better. Payne looked very good on Overpass, but I have to say, Misfits coming into this, they were a mixed team, right? And after that, if they were overpass, not really a mixed map. You're going to be struggling on some areas of the map. The B bomb site was an absolute nightmare for them. So CLG had the chance to watch that game. I'm sure they know the kind of intricacies and what Pain like to do on their T side. That's where they'll be starting here. They rush B on their pistol round. So we'll see what that happens again. They've got the exact same buy. One player with Tech 9, one smoke. That player was the front of the pack. They ran straight for wants to know all 5 players, one smoke towards heaven. If they do that again, that'd be strange. Like, knowing that CLG has watched their game. But you never know. Maybe they just run with it once again, knowing that they can just overwhelm their opposition with brute force aim.
Brute force aim. I like how all of that sounds.
Have funds have been called. No good lucks, though.
Yeah, you know what? No, I don't want any good luck from my opposition. I normally wouldn't wish it. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't even say have fun. I'd say have a terrible time. I'm going to wreck you.
Would you say good game?
No.
There's this one guy in Source, right? Whenever he used to win a game, he spit GG, you lose. And it was the most like a triggering thing for everyone. Everyone hated him as a player just for that one thing he did. Everything else was nice. He just used to spit GG, you lose, which he did, but everyone hated him. So
don't hate the player, hate the game.
Oh, you know, exactly. They don't rush B. They've changed it up. So they're rushing long this time. And looks like the CT's got a bit of a stack towards B, in fact. So they're ready for this. And now they're thinking, okay, what's going on? It's Pain mixing things up completely. They go towards the bathrooms. Decent map control coming in. Only with one smoke there to execute. So haven't found a single frag on their initial push. And they're falling back. I'm going to be committing towards long. Back towards connector they go. Still with the smoke. And it will be Tech 9 on Nick is.
See if they can pull this off. Cello's already down inside the water. Switch over, look the other way. Ethan. Oh, look at this. Look at the head down. Kusta's like, come on, Ethan, do it all. I don't want to look. You just do everything. And he has.
It's so
To
sick.
be fair, he's got 3 kills. They have no idea Kusta's still there. And that is perfect. I am impressed that that actually works, but it works very well.
Golf clap. I like that a lot. That was really cool. I've never seen that before. It's kind of a similar vein to when you have 2 players in the back right of Inferno on the B-bomb site. You're just trying to bait in. There's only one guy here, guys. And unfortunately, for Kusta, Ethan kind of stole his thunder there. Just hits all 3 headshots. It's beautiful. Kusta gets a couple in the end as well, but perfectly played. Didn't get phased by the fact that the B-rush didn't come in. You can see them anticipating it. That was actually really cool. But CLG, certainly the heavy favourites here. A much better team, obviously, than Misfits, considering they're a mixed team coming into this one, losing Sean Gares and Shazam. And we'll see whether they can. Shazam, man. And it's going to be Kusta. Aggressive, of course, towards middle. Takes down Landon. This is a forced buy from the T side. No bomb going down on that pistol. So Deagles, Tech 9s, they've lost the first player. That's the hard work done now for the CT side. Fall back to the bomb site and just lie and wait and see what their next move is. Shazam.
Shazam, little man.
That's, if anything,
They need
this
to make a
event's
team.
brought. It's that.
Yeah,
little
I
thing.
agree. That is the one thing that we remember by. Well done, James.
Yeah.
You little frog. A little frog. Doesn't
Yes,
really work.
Yeah, little frog, man.
Little frog. Kusta times it well. Nick goes in and down. Cello's just going to sit by. Put a quarter. He plays a song. Give him a quarter. He plays a song, Henry.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Well, 5-on-3. Bomb on the back of... who's on the back of... This is the thing that... Tatazin. I look at my laptop, it says Runk down. I'm still getting my head around it, but that's a nice shot from the aforementioned player. Opens up the bomb site, Kusta going down. Flashbangs in, but it's going to be Cutler to mow them down. He secures the round, and now there's one player remaining for Pain Game. It should be 2-0, and he'll be falling back with the bomb. It's a bit desperate, but we'll see what he can do with this one. It's quite obvious, and presumably player waiting at short just to take him down here. There will be indeed making a lot of noise. 3, 2, 1. Down he goes. Well done, Finesse.
So CLG goes up 2-0. Pretty straightforward. Kusta, the only one that needs to buy a gun in this round, goes for the M4. Suggests that he won't be going for an early AWP. Okay, might be able to if they let him get a kill.
Yeah, they can get a bomb down. Maybe that Pain can bring that in the next round as well, but for now, this is a full eco. How much have they invested into this round? It looks like not much at all. P250, a couple of flashbangs. Tried to shut down the mid-aggression coming in. I'm sure they'll throw a flash momentarily. There's one, and there's the second going to be pushing through the smoke. Could work out for them, or maybe not. Kusta and Cutler going to town. Bomb drop down. 5 players taken down. Clean as you like. Clean as a whistle.
Clean as a whistle. Ooh. I like whistles.
Yeah? Got one yourself?
I have a couple, actually. I've got a plastic Fox 40 for field lacrosse and a metal Fox 40 for box lacrosse.
Are those actually whistles?
Yes.
What is that? What do you say whistle? Are you saying lacrosse as well? Is this a sports item or something?
Yes. Wow, how do you know not know what lacrosse is?
I don't know what lacrosse is. You're saying whistle.
Like the most insane... Yeah, whistle. clean as a whistle. Fox 40, there you go.
Oh, right, okay. So it's just it's a special whistle for lacrosse.
Yeah, the
Right,
plastic
okay.
ones have the high-pitched, like, emergency
Okay.
whistle tone, and the metal ones
I'm
have,
with
like,
you.
the more hockey style.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fine. Needs to be a referee. I would give you a match penalty all day long.
Yellow card, perhaps?
No, you don't have those in lacrosse or hockey. Kusta, under the smoke, M4 in hand, tries to peek out, but he's dead. Absolutely. Or is he? Teammate can't back him up. He certainly will get out. Nick gets both kills. And Payne with an excellent start on the first gun round. Again, not a lot of reinvestment brought out from CLG because they went rifles early, and they pretty much kept them all up. Kusta was the only one that had to. But money's fine. Ricky's going to be more than sufficient to bring out the AWP in the next round. Finesse can do the same. Kusta will get the income. He can do it. Whoever wants. Whoever you like.
This is a bit of a bonus round from CLG. They had his MP9s, UMPs, and a FAMAS as well, I believe. So they tried to go aggressive at the start, spraying for the smoke, got caught out from the party position. 4-on-2, not out of the round just yet. Ethan, we know he's been playing amazing this tournament. He's had some great rounds. Or Nate, depending on which way you're inclined. I'm not a fan of this whole idea of backwards names, but that's what they've gone with.
A lot of them in the Tier 2 realm, it seems.
Yeah, it just kills your brand, I think. But, you know, each to their own.
Yeah, each their own. Well, Ricky's got his own right now. It's an AK. See if they can get the play. Nick has gone down low. Landon's not doing well. They won Overpass, remember, convincingly in the first map of the best of 3 they just played. 2 maps only required.
Really nice incendiary. Look at the time.
Yeah, I was going to say the timing of that is excellent. 20 seconds. They won't be able to cross in cleanly. They got to go from monster. He spots the flash, or thinks he does. That puts him out of position. They now get the angle above him. He needs to flash himself back into the play as his teammate Ethan trying desperately to get kills in, and it's again that's going to get the kill. Was that 3 for him this round? That is indeed. He's done well.
Very good rounds. Well recovered, like we said, with Ricky dropping that incendiary towards short. Definitely a chance that could have been problematic for Payne Gaming there, but recovering well. They managed to take down Ricky. Headshot him at the start. That pushed him back, and that pretty much secured the situation. It was always going to be difficult for CLG. You can see how much damage they inflicted there, but it's just going to be Ethan now saving his weapon. He's got the M4A4, a defuse kit, and a flashbang as well. Deagle in his back pocket, and so it's definitely worth saving. They've got tons of cash going forward. Like you said, Ricky and Kus, they could bring out the double AWP setup. That's probably one of the most deadly duos we have in this minor. So I'm looking forward to that. I actually been saying all along, I think it's a shame that Ricky's now the secondary AWP. I think he's fantastic in terms of being an aggressive combat-style AWP, as the guys coined it on the desk earlier. I think he's very, very good at that. And Kusta, I know he's decent, but I haven't been excited by him as of yet in his career. I don't see the hype, if I'm being honest.
Well, I think you're just doing that to antagonize Jason.
No, it's not.
He's had his moments.
I haven't even heard Jason's quotes. I've only heard the rumors about them.
The rumors about quotes.
Yeah, what Jason said.
Fair enough. So you've heard hearsay about hearsay.
Yeah.
I like it.
But here we go. Double AWP setup does come out. Ricky and Kusta. And like I said, this is going to be formidable. Payne, as I cast him earlier, very aggressive towards the B side. Love those full executions. And I think they're going to be the best string to their bow going into this one. They weren't great at defaults. Fakes were poor, but the set pieces were fantastic. So I'd say to keep doing those.
Good play. ETZ. EZT, rather, I should say. FNFs.
Pull back.
We've got all the 3 letters and backwards names you could ever desire. It's going to be FNS that actually takes the lead in the round. That's pulled away ever so slightly by Landon walking in at Monster. And Cello has played FNS a nice tune, but watch for Landon to plant the bomb. He's a little bit exposed to the window on the edge of the pallets, but either way, it's success in terms of putting the bomb down and staying with 3 men alive. Now, is he going to impress you, Henry, if he wins this round?
I'll certainly start to believe.
Well, we've set this one up nicely. Cutler leads the way. Kusta watches from high. He's got to go aggressively, so Molotov goes down. That'll limit them off, but as he gets in position, it's Landon that's found first. He doesn't want the wide side approach. He's actually going to be the one to try and defuse because he's got the kit. Cutler's got the kill. This round's done, even if this exchange goes the way of Payne Gaming, it will, but as I say, bomb defused, CLG wins. Any more belief there for you?
Well, the thing is, Payne Gaming probably had to challenge out a little bit more at that point.
The answer's no, then.
Well, no, it was great. He hit 1 shot. Sure, that was fine. That was a nice shot, I guess. But he went for the full defuse. That was the right call, right? He could have had the option to let his rifler go for the full defuse, and he covers him, but he misses 1 shot there. They face at the same time. He can't actually stop that situation. So it's good. The Cutler stepped up and said, you go for the defuse. I've got the fire here as well. 1 player running into it, and Tarzan, he had to go more aggressive at that point. Like you said, as soon as even he gets that frag, which he did, the round's over. And it's going to be a nice pickup for CLG. 4-1 now, and more gets to play from Kusta. Flashbang is decent, and just about can't adjust his aim to find that first shot. Cutler goes down first. There's going to be a 5-4 in favour of Payne to kick things off here. More aggressive stuff from CLG. Doesn't work out for them, but still with the AWP on either side. Landon has been very good this tournament, I have to say. Earlier versus Misfits, he was causing chaos on train.
Nothing wrong with the little chaos. Kusta's going to try and hold the angle passively and see if they'll walk toward him, but right now it's another, as we mentioned actually, Jason and I casting together, the iconic duo that we are. It's a very default play that was being brought to the table from Pain and to Misfits. It seemed very standard and slow to start things off in that particular series. Nick is going to start his way toward the A site.
Yeah, things have been leveled out here.
Another Gabriel.
Oh, really? There it is.
Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, good lad.
Yeah, not bad. His girlfriend, Roxanne. That's Sting.
That is.
Yeah, it's all right.
You tried.
I get there eventually.
20 seconds remaining, Matt. Full execution here. We know the Brazilians are good at this. This is the position that seems to be overlooked every single time an overpass. This time he's assisted by the smoke. That's Ethan. Takes down Nick His, and that should be the round. 10 seconds remaining. There's one more kill here. That's going to be it. Bomb drop. Nothing they can do about this situation. Pain Gaming. They did run out of time quite a lot in the previous games. I've watched them in as well. 1 second remaining. This is no different.
Yeah, no, they did. Misfits was getting the information, and they were almost costing themselves rounds.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, when Anders and I were casting, I was like, they're so good at these executions, and you're playing maps that lends themselves to it. You're playing Train and Overpass, so maps you can just get into position to do full executions at the very start. You've got great aimers and good teamwork. I think your default's a little bit sloppy, but if you just do these executions at the very start, I think you're going to win rounds. That's going to be your best possible chance. Just keep running the clock down a little bit too much to get that first pick. They're waiting for the reactions, and then CLG find one in return. They fall back, apply the pressure back towards Pain, and finding ourselves at this 5-1 scoreline. Pain just with 1 AK save in the previous round. Doesn't look like the full investment in terms of the force back into it. Deagles, PT-50s, a couple of Glocks, 1 smoke, back towards B we go. Like we said, this is a bomb set they favour. Makusa hits the first shot, but can't find the frag. Basing and Ethan though. We should get a double sway down here. There's 2. Will he get any more? Yet to be seen. Looks quite likely. That's the round secured either way. Kusa takes down Nickies. I'm still working out the pronunciation of that. That sounds about right. Nickies, Nickies, go Nickies. And 2 players remaining now. Landing with the Desert Eagle. Smoked out for now.
One is in. Putting himself up. Damn, 901 getting the kill on FNS. Ricky, though, gets the response immediately until Landon's able to get the Deagle shot in the angle toward the doorway onto him. Tagged? Where did that come from? Through the board. It had to have. He was a bit confused, a bit starstruck and stunned. He's got bomb, but he's not going to beat them toward the A site at this point in time. It's a slow play. He's going to have to get the pick on A and then try and get the plant. He's got no idea that they're not there.
Well, yeah, of course.
How would you know?
26 AP. He's got, what's he got? Smoke grenade, no armor. In terms of the buy next round, he could maybe justify saving the WP. Only 1,800 himself. I guess that's fine. He'll be down to a Tech 9 armor. His teammates will get 2,400 into the next round. They've got about 2K per player at the moment, so it's definitely worth saving the ult, trying to stay alive here for 25 seconds. He's encroaching on the bombser, though. Maybe he fancies this. He's a very proficient AWPer, Landon. Let's see where we can get anything done. It's going to be hiding from the bathrooms, it seems. He will indeed be saving the weapon. A little attempt to get towards B once again. Kusta hitting the first shot, setting up Ethan for the double kill. Like we said, he stays alive. A couple of kills coming in for Pain, but that's about it. 5 seconds remaining now. And Landon will indeed be saving his AWP. So we've got 1 player in the form of Tatalzin. He's got only $2,800 into this round. Landon, the same story, but he has got the AWP. So presumably they will force into this. Maybe a couple of Tech 9s here or there, but they should have at least 2 AKs, and this is why they'll take the pause just to work out how they'll distribute the wealth at this stage. 6-1, CLG. Looking quite comfortable here. Ricky and Kusta, like we said, a formidable duo. I'll have a look at the scoreboard while we have this pause. It'll be 10 kills for Kusta, 7 for Ethan. On the other side of the server, it's going to be Landon with 3, Nikiz with 4, and no one else really fragging as of yet, but early days still. Might look like quite a huge scoreline, but Pain are very good on this T side. We'll see whether they can step up, get into it. And number 8 now. The unpause will come in momentarily. 3 pauses are remaining. We'll keep track of that. CLG. After the pause comes in, you know that something's going to be adjusted. They might go for a change of pace. It's a good chance for you just to do the exact same as well. Go for maybe an open connector, push it down to long. We haven't seen that yet from them. We'll see whether they bring anything interesting to the table here. So 3 AKs in total. 1 Deagle for Tarzan. Like I said, they're very good at set pieces. 5 towards B for now. This looks like it's go straight up with one of those. Or watching Monster Tunnel. We saw a lot of this in the previous game. They always hit that shot. Every single time.
Yeah, it's actually ridiculous. They've got it lined up so well. Ethan is the one that gets punished this time around. Watch the op of Ricky, though, this time. Double op setup, he only hits one. DZT was tagged, but he makes much better on the King of Cello. No tunes to play. Ricky's gone nuts this round, hasn't he?
I think he's such a sick author. I think he's underrated. I think he's very, very
He
good.
had his moments where he was actually rated quite highly, and then it kind of went away.
That's when, like, Cologne 2015, he was in not Immortal, Immunity. He was great, especially on Dust 2. Like, he wrecked everyone on that map, and he still seems to be just as good as those days. It's like, I think he kind of dropped off on everyone's radar. Essentially, I still follow him quite a lot. I think he's fantastic, but just 3 kills for him, 2 for FNS, and quite a comfortable round there. Pain, no bomb planted. Only going to get $2,900 into this round. Here's the replay from DZT. This is the shot he seems to hit every single time. The initial advantage there for the Brazilian side, but quickly shut down by the close range AWPing of young Ricky. So,
Young Rick.
Tech 9s, CZs, PT50s, round number 9. Bit of armor, a couple of flashbangs. Shouldn't cause too much of a dent here for the CT. They are close range once again. Could find himself in trouble. Team kill comes in and Cutler gets one as well. So advantage, heavy advantage now for CLG. As the Beagle shots fly in. Kusta trying to force the issue, but actually goes down to DZT. So a chance for Pain Gaming now to actually do something with this.
DZT. FNS. That'll be the first 2 to greet each other. Landon's not far behind. How does he not?
You can see it.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah.
FNS didn't realize it, obviously, when he jumped up. And then because it wasn't moving, it didn't catch his eye. It's going to be FNS either way that wins it out.
Recovers.
Yeah, he could have gone down there. The problem was that the bullets came through the wall to hit him.
Well, no harm, no foul, I guess. So, in terms of the loss bonus now, 5th stage, when you get $3,400 per play on the T side, with the kind of semi-save in the previous round as well, they'll have enough to buy into this one. No AWP for Landon, though. 5 AK-47, CLG 8, Pain 1. Double AWP setup still ringing true for Counter Logic Gaming. And we do have a full buy there for Pain. All the smokes and flashbangs required, and it looks like we're having 5 players towards B once again. For reasons I stated before, they're good at the wall bangs at the start. So a few of those kills coming in. Smoke's being deployed, and like we said, I've said about 5 times already, good at set pieces. Just get in there, get it done, see if you can find that first kill. Pushing through the smoke, here we go.
Around. His gets the kill.
There it is.
And it's done. Yeah, that entry was so good, so convincing.
Just keep doing that tactic. It's perfect, it's really good.
Kusta's going to fight where he can, valiantly, bravely, like a soldier marching on.
Well, he might have to retreat. There's a 4-on-2, but the bomb has been planted. Might as well have a little sniff around and see what we can do here. Bomb does go down eventually. Safe plant though for Pain Gaming. This should be open shut case for them because that was a very good execution. 3 kills coming in. That's a dream scenario on the entering T side. But I guess at this point, we do have decent money for the CLG side. Maybe not so much anymore. Cutler goes down. I was about to say, get some exit frags, try and limit the terrorist economy. But for now, seems to be dropped as well. Let's be Tatar's in, finding that final kill. Brilliant play there towards the B side. That's deadly. Keep doing that, lads. Keep doing it till it stops working. That's what I say. We're number 11. Pain do pull one back. Need to be very careful. That's the loss bonus now eradicated. So if they lose 1 round after this, it's down to $1,400 once again. Still a full buy for CLG. This will be the round that breaks it though. Probably either team. Whoever loses this round is going to be on an EK himself. And they're back on the AWP, so we'll see whether they go back towards the default. Looks like they will indeed. There it is, towards top middle, smoked out. No real aggressive play from the CTs.
Okay, holding the angle toward the rocket long. Lots of flashes heard from a distance. No one's lined it up just yet, though.
It's a nice shot from Ricky.
Yeah, it works. Take it. Starts it off well. He's going to go back out for another. Lands that as well. So I heard your comment earlier about him being a better operator than Kusta, in your opinion. This map he's certainly showing he might just be.
I just think he's more aggressive. He looks very confident in his own ability. Kusta seems to hit the shots, sure. I don't think he's bad or anything. I'm sure going to go Witch on after this one. I just think like he's not.
I get what you're saying.
He's not a
I know you're not
superstar,
convinced.
right?
It's
Yeah.
fair. You're fair to criticize.
So,
Although according to HLTV, you don't know anything about the game, so you probably
well, when I'm
shouldn't.
casting Brazilian games, apparently, sure. If I say anything wrong, then HLTV threads begin. But it's fine. I love you guys.
There's
Don't
a
worry.
Witch Hunt. Start
I
that
still-
one
I
off.
still
Let's
li- I
go.
still like it.
Well, the counter-terrorists win. In case you're wondering, our lovely announcer told us.
He did. He's back. We did
I
have
like
for the first
him.
time.
He's my favorite.
It's good. He's a staple of Counter-Strike. So it's nice to see him returning. That was a nice shot from Ricky to kick things off. Like I said, very good at finding opening picks, and that's a harsh reset for Pain. No bomb going down, Matt. $1,400 per player. We do have DZT on $5,200. But to be fair, they could probably force this round out. It'd be a mixture of UMPs, AKs, and maybe an AWP if they really wanted to, depending on which way they're inclined. Another pause coming in for Pain Gaming, of course. 9-2, getting a little bit scary for them now. Number 12 coming in. Nothing purchased. And pause comes through. Are they going to buy? That's the first one. Yeah, like I said, a mixture of AKs, UMPs, maybe a Tech 9 for the keys. I'm not sure he's been dropped something. No, Tech 9 for him.
Well, set to line it up. There's smoke that goes down and toward mid by bathrooms. And two players drop into the underpass. Ricky's going to back off on all of this, but there's still no one showing face. They're not facing it, Henry.
They're not yet.
The boost for Kusta.
This is what I prefer this so much more than the
Than
jump
the
up.
jump, yeah, I agree.
I don't. Sure, you get someone short, they might be connected. It doesn't really give you that much information. You're risking your life. I think that has to be.
The reason with the jump is that you can do it with 2 men in the site. With the boost, you kind of need 3 because you can't see monster.
Yeah.
So they try and do it to get information, but like you say, everyone knows it, and they all seem to hit the shot
Yeah,
now.
every time it seems to be hit. So against the AKs, like it's a throwback, but when their hitboxes weren't great at the jumping, that was fine.
Yeah, 100%. That's a good point. Definitely something you have to reconsider. It was actually one of the ones we talked about.
Yeah.
As Ricky gets taken, or rather gets in for one, excuse me, takes out DZT, but it's now a rotation for him back to the bank stairs. They've lost Cutler in the same position. Because is going to be trying to hold off yet another kill, wrapping into the site to protect Landon. Oh, he's lined up. Ricky, shoot it. That's the spot. He does shoot toward it, but didn't quite land it. He tried. Definitely did. He was a little bit late. That gives his position away, and Landon goes forward. Finds Ethan as well. Good read and react. But it's Kusta that steps up next at CLG that level the score, make it one better. FNS, and they know exactly where Landon is. Go Deagle. That's aggressive.
That is aggressive. Takes him down, wins the round. Kusta stepping up there with the Desert Eagle. Assertive stuff there. Finesse didn't really have to do too much in that situation. Kusta taking matters into his own hands and managed to recover the double AWPs. And a missed shot there from Ricky means that they had a chance to get a bit of ground control on the bomb site, push forward towards that bank area, land in. Some lovely shots there, but wasn't quite enough. And like we said before, that loss bonus reset a few rounds ago. Getting the bomb down means they can only really partially buy into this one. 10-2. No pause this time. We go with Tech 9s, PT50s, and Deagles. We have 3 smokes to work with, a couple of flashbangs. This is looking very good for CLG, though. In my head, going into this one, I thought this would be a 2-0 game, just because, sure, they beat Misfits quite convincingly, but they're a mixed team. Like, love it or hate it, they are. And the Brazilians, great aimers, very flamboyant, fast players, and if they can get into the bomb sites with their great executions, it's going to be difficult to see a world where Misfits can really hold them off consistently.
Good spray through Monster. Gets both. Loses his vision. Gets his eyes plucked out as well by DZT. Ethan is in a good spot to follow up. It seems between Ethan and then add in either FNS or Kusta, you only really need 2 players in the B site. 11-2. This seems fast. I feel like we just started.
Yeah, it's been a few rounds of CLG been very aggressive, and then Pain Gaming doing their set plates in the very start, and obviously doing a few ecos as well, so it has been quite a quick first half, I agree. Round number 14 though, another buy available, just AKs this time, no Landon all. That's been a problem for them. So, Cello, one of the key players in the Misfits game, currently 2 for 11. Need their stars to really turn up now. Do they just go back towards B?
I'd be curious if his 2 kills came in the rounds they won. That'd be interesting.
I think they
They
were.
are 2 and 11. Cello is the key to it all.
I'm sure I can check somehow. Hold on. Yeah, there is. Okay. Come on, Henry. You can do this.
I'm going to wait for you.
Total
But
kills.
while I wait.
He got 2 in... Oh, no, I don't know how this works.
No, it doesn't. He got 1. Yeah, you're right. I don't know how it works either. Ricky, gets it through the smoke. He's got 2 kills to make it a 3rd. Can we get to 4? Tadazin inside of the water position is going to try and chase down Kusta. He's backed off, got his op set toward the doorway. Shoulder peek's not going to fool Mr. Kevin. Blame Kevin. Damn, 901 goes down 12-2. This is how it started. Nails the shot jumping through, and then the smoke sitting there, sees the foot. Okay, so X-Ray off actually paints the picture well for us.
He got 2 kills in the round, the second round they won. There you go.
There you go.
I had to do
victory.
it. I had to work it out. Oh, sorry, it was there.
It's that Q button and spectator that brings up all the graphs.
I never used that.
Look
So much
at.
information there. I didn't realize.
It's so much information, but it's not
not
really
easy
quick to look
digest.
at. Yeah.
So I can't really look like that. I can't just go, here we go, what's this? But still, fast play from Finesse time. Great flashbangs. Thanks to Amicus, and this should be round over. He's looking very confident. Bombs dropped as well. Cutler chimes in, takes the third, and it's going to be a 13-2 half. Pain to stay after such a great performance from Pain against Misfits. They seem a bit out of their depth this time. Ooh, maybe we've got a few more twists and turns here around number 15. Looking quite confident, but caught the flashbangs out. That should be DZT going down. Indeed, he will. Just Tarzan now, or Runk Dam. Do you want to be calling him that?
Runk Dam 901. Represent area code 901.
Is that a thing?
I'm from 902.
Really?
Yeah. Or 506.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, man.
Yeah, little man. Holding different area codes.
901, man.
What's up, 901, man? Tadazan. Runk Dam 901 goes down.
13-2. CLG, quite a dominant performance. I think they're a great overall team. We saw them at the start of the match. They looked sensational. They got to the top 8, maybe even a little bit further. It might have been semi-finals, I want to say. I don't know. Maybe it was just top 8. Quarterfinals, at least. They're a team that can actually go toe-to-toe with some of the best in Europe, and they can get maps off them. This looks like a bit of a walk in the park for them. Pain was so good against Misfits on this map, and they seem to have dropped off significantly. This is similar scenes to what we saw against Cloud9 this morning. 13-2. CLG win the pistol. That's pretty much going to be it. I'm pretty sure this was Pain's pick as well, so that's not good news going forward for them.
I hear you. That is going to be a massive problem. Start off pistol round. Ricky again goes on to the Deagle. We saw this earlier on against Cloud9. He's just going to sit and wait to see if anyone's going to push. Ethan, meanwhile, has gotten to the top of the stairs, so they should converge to push back bathrooms. It's Cello that wants to peek it, get inquisitive. Ask a question that is a question, but get answered with a question all the same. He's got answers for his own. He's got Kusta, he's got Ethan, he's in position, he takes down Cutler. Cello does show up in the rounds they win, but they haven't won it just yet. FNS gets 1 kill, I think they have now. He's stuck back toward the bank, and Cello gets his 4th. Brilliant from him.
Great aim. That's what we've come to expect in the last few maps of him. He dropped off in the first half, but redeems himself in a much-needed pistol there. 13-3 now, Pain. Pull one back, they get a decent buy, and I'm sure CLG will be forcing into this next round. Let's have a little look at this, shall we? Cello, stepping up with a silenced USP. Very precise, crisp aim, and takes down Ethan there. Just flicking all over the place. Quite high sensitivity, I have to say, but he makes it work. Number 17. 5 Tech 9s, 1 smoke, couple of flashbangs. It's a dangerous round for the CTs, and be careful here. They have got 3 rifles to defend it. That's going to be beneficial. Cello, of course, with the M4 head armor and the smoke as well. Towards middle we go. Very difficult to enter the bomb site here, and another fantastic shot there from Cello. Takes down Ethan. 5 and 4. Hard work done now. Hold back on the bomb sites.
Smoke goes down to bathrooms. Cello just sits to wait and see if anyone will push through. He's the hero Gotham needs, but doesn't deserve. Marcelo Cipides. I've said that wrong. Please don't tweet me.
Cipides.
Desperados. Dos Equis. Just say all the words.
Yeah.
Oh, he's actually digged up Kusta, but he's taken equal damage. In fact, worse damage by 6 in return. He's got to back away, but over toward B. It's Runk Dam 901 that's going to take down Ricky. Cutler's going to follow in. Tech 9 manages to get the kill against Tadazin. Look at the HP for Cutler and Kusta and FNS. And he just wants to get a plant. And may get one.
Well, like that.
That wasn't bad. Bye-bye, Cello. King. And that's plant. That's job done. He wants more. Obviously, he'll play for what he can, but that's a success in my world.
Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Sure, they didn't win the round, but it was falling apart. They got a plant out at the end. Nice work for Finesse. There'll be eco next round, but it means the gun round's going to be significantly stronger now. So good job, Payne holding it off, but giving away that plant towards the end. It was actually Finesse with a nice little bait and switch. Fake plant comes in, baits the low HP player from CD Spawn, rails him, and gets the plant in. So 13-4, one step closer to getting back into this game. So a lot of work to do here. This should be another eco for CLG. Deagle's coming out, and some Tech-9s as well.
Somebody just said negative taco plus cello.
He's made for 14. Let's calm down.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's.
But someone did say that, really.
Yeah, that's. We'll think about it. We'll suggest it. Might have to prove himself a little bit more than the group stages of a minor first. But you know.
Yeah, that's fine. Back away. Cello already threw a nade out that did decent damage onto FNS as they sit on pistols for one more round. With the early plant, it comes in the second round after an already invested force bar, excuse me. They go again for pistols.
They do.
Rather than a full save to get perhaps better utility.
Yeah, FNS gets some body armor. He planted the bomb, which is an extra $300 for the kill he got as well, so that's $600. Only really spent $50 more in that respect than his teammates, so he'll be about average with them. No nades now, but yes, you're right. Upgraded pistols, Deagles, PT-50s. I don't think the Orb's possible. Let me have a look. Ricky or Kusta. So they get 2400. Yeah, they can just about get glass cannon. If they want, I don't think they will. They'll just go full rifles next round. That's if they don't get the plant down. Don't be wrong. They might still do that.
It's possible. They're definitely in a position where they could capitalize it. Oh, especially if Nick is, please don't. Thank you. As Jason would say, there's a timer on this play, though, so yeah, he's got to back off.
Is that one of his catchphrases?
Yeah, and then they've also got it lined up. And the timing to go through it, perfect, because Ethan's going to take down, I think it's with only one kill. It's got to be Tennyson that's got to step up, and he manages at least to get two before DZT comes around the corner. Watch for Cutler. I thought he would find the deep shot there. No plant this time around, Henry.
No plants, and potentially no orb. I think, like I said, Kusa glass cannon, not really worth it. I think he's get 5 AKs here and go for a default. Payne so much work to do. Just win one round, one mistake, you capitalize on it, and should be running away with the game. CLG is still very comfortable here. But every round, Payne managed to gather, brings him one step closer to getting back into this. I think about 5 more, then it gets interesting. But Kusta does go glass cannon. Okay, didn't think it would be worth it, but let's see what we can do here. Maybe they've got an idea in mind, because all 5 players are going towards B. They'll presumably be holding up towards Monster. Looking for first pick. This is a contact play. I like this. First gun round, why not? They might be limited with SMGs or FAMASs. Walk in, try to blow someone's head off, which FNS does perfectly. He takes down Nikis, and now the bomb site's open. It's going to be Ethan finding the second frag. That could be the round done, and dusted, as you would say.
Oh, you went there.
Almost fell on.
You were so good at avoiding it for so long, and then it just came rushing back.
I think I'm allowed one every 6 months.
Fair enough.
Why was that banned?
Just it's too cliche. No creativity.
Really? It's just like, as an English person, it's just the default thing to say. As soon as you say the word done, it just comes out your mouth.
The things that come out of your mouth,
Yeah,
mouth
I
Henry.
realized I walked into that one as well.
Yeah, walking into all of them.
14-5. Contact play, we call that.
Do we?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know what we called that.
Oh, can you see him? I'd love to have that.
Yeah, you actually can. That isn't quite kind of... Ooh,
Run.
what? Kusta through the wall. And they get DZT. I need a replay of Kusta's
Yeah,
shot.
slow motion.
That was quite... I think he just flicked based on radar, or just guess by his teammate going down.
0.5% speed blues.
0.5%. That's about McLaren's speed.
Yeah, I saw you tweeting today. Something disappointing happened today.
Yeah, I think Honda's sabotaging them on purpose. I mean, Honda's paying McLaren $100 million for the engine deal, thankfully, because McLaren deserves to be paid. You can see that. That's pretty good. That's not bad. But the thing is, who's paying Honda to pay McLaren? You know, maybe Ferrari, maybe Mercedes, just making them
2 deals going on at once.
sabotage the engine. Yeah, it's got to be. It's the only thing I can think. It's the only way Hamilton could win championships.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Tee-hee. But round number 20. Difficult times for Payne. Lose one map point, and the money's in the bin as well. This round has to be won by them. Going towards B once again. All 5 players this side of the map. Could fall back still. Overpass lends itself to falling back to the bomb side. This is a double boost on either side. Okay. Oh, did they spot someone and fall back? I'm not sure.
I don't think they did. I think he fell off. But I kind of like that they just did a really low boost. Like he didn't jump all the way up and show himself. And he was playing on the boards. Yeah, you don't like that.
I really don't. Well, it's damage inflicted on either side. It's going to be Ethan down to 60 HP. Nikias down to 65. So equal exchange for now. Still with their utility in hand.
To be fair, that jump was not off this bag, so it didn't show his head over the main wall. No. And to have the crosshair placement there, expecting that definitely is a little bit less likely.
No, he was safe. It's just like when he had the boost on the other side, I thought there might have been a chance he gets taken down, but still, he's fine. 45 seconds remaining at this stage. Towards middle we go. Like I said, can always fall back and Landon gives position away. Can't find a shot.
Landon will go back in the site. FNS gets closer to the front of it. 14 rounds for CLG. There's 2 to go. Flash out. FNS blinded, but they've already got a shot into DZT. That's a good shot from Landon to find a second. He's looking for a third on the AWP. Tries to get himself back around the truck. Gets closer. He exposes himself. Doesn't even matter. I was going to say Cello King had the lineup on him. He just hits the shot straight up. I actually think Pain have a chance in this if CLG can't start to penetrate some sites with more convincing numbers. The problem is, even if they're getting the site, they don't have anyone to play the post plants.
To be fair, we've only seen 1 gun round so far, 2 including that one, right?
I just want to build up a dramatic storyline.
No, it's true. I'm just being the devil's advocate, right? So it's fine. So you could well be right, but we saw 1 gun round where CLG went for the full contact play. That's not very standard. You're just trying to have that lack of respect for your opponents. It's walking to the side, it's taking them down, which worked. They went back to more of a default stance that time, and they were going to go for a full OP execution. They fought against it, lost some map control. Landon mowed them down with the AWP. He is very good, I think, and we'll see whether they can stay alive for another force buy from CLG. FNS down to the Tech 9, a Galil for Ricky. And Kusta, he's got the AWP, of course. We'll see whether he can open things up. Looking for the aggression towards long A for now. It's a very passive start from CLG, seeing if the CTs want to battle, but they're actually boosted up by the bathrooms. It's going to be Cello, who's, and that bathroom's boosted, largely see towards connector on your screen right now, and you can look towards the right for the bathroom entrance as well. It's a very strong position indeed. Go for 1 frag, then fall back. You normally want to shoot out the window to start like they did, so when you do fire, they cannot tell where you're shooting from.
Well, Landon's getting him. Oh, he was actually going the right way. He would have spotted someone surely. Gave up on it a little bit too soon, perhaps. Molotov down. He's forced off of it. FNS getting out toward long as a result. They're continuing to push Pain Gaming back. The problem is, it's not that they haven't been able to push them back. It's they just can't hit the shots. When they're getting into the site, they're getting wrecked by the ops.
4 players towards long low map. Ricky's holding middle as well. It's only Cello's on the side, but Landon patrolling towards middle. It looks like he's almost destined to get his first pick. Timings might elude him slightly. Flashbangs coming in. Cello now, great aim, as displayed right there as well. Landon does indeed find the shot. Bomb down, and it's just another round where they get to the side, but it's getting mowed down by 2 players waiting for them. Kusta, almost impossible for him to do anything with this. 10 seconds remaining now. He gets 1 kill, but that should be all he gets. Did not pick up the bomb, so just try and stay alive at this point. 5 seconds makes way towards long. Ooh, fumbles the jump, but he should be fine. Oh no, DZT's coming to hunt him, but okay.
Yeah, no, he's fine. He's not going to go that far. That's smart. So Pain Gaming again, picking up around 14-7. I think CLG might have to look in toward taking a timeout at some point in time.
Yeah, still comfortable for now, but you're absolutely right. When they try and commit to a bomb site, it looks a bit staggered, and they're getting shut down by the flanks coming in. Landon found that first kill on Ricky, and then he turns around. Oh no, it was actually the second time. He actually somehow got away with that. That's kind of sick. Didn't see it from that POV originally. So he was probably middle, gets the shot as they commit to the side as well. Ricky had to be a bit more aggressive there to disallow that, but still, 14-7, you're right. We do potentially have a game on our hands here. I won't get too excited just yet. And it's going to be a fully geared Kusta with the AWP and just Glocks and PT-50s around him. Another nice shot from Cello. We said this position was good. How precise is this guy?
Yeah, that's actually super impressive. Tap, 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 tap. 4 headshots, essentially, with the M4 there. 2 headshot kills. Boost up. Oh, no, never mind. I don't really like the thought of that anymore. It's a little flame beside him to show that he was on fire, like Anders.
Or Moses.
DZT. Yeah, Moses tends to put the fire out. He's a practical man. takes care of all problems.
Family man.
Some might say. Cutler. Oh, the timing. It's just not working out for CLG, is it? Multiple occasions where they back off and they should be trying to sit still. DZT, pretty good by Kusta, and Cutler's not going to get much better. Does at least take him down, but the round is gone. My friend Henry. My friend Henry.
Cutler's dead. And let's have a look at this aim display once again. Cello. 2 nice headshots. Kusta took him down, and he was like he was always starting to get the third there, but I guess he didn't realize that he had the AWP. And as you called, the tactical pause comes in. So we're actually at third stage loss bonus. So that's going to be $2,400 and an AK purchase already. So that suggests they will be buying into this one. Ricky gets the AK-47. It will relieve the pressure. It's getting that one round. Once you get number 15, you still have a huge bet to work with. I think that's when you just win the game out. But this is sometimes the problem with the NA teams. They get very close to winning. We've seen it a million times before. And just finding that final round to get them over the finish line, that can be the problem. I don't think that's going to happen here, but definitely has a chance of potentially rearing its ugly head. We'll see what happens there. Round number 23. Tech 9, Galil, 3 AKs. Enough to work with in terms of utility. They have been experimenting with the defaults and getting decent map control. It's the final commitment to the site where it all seems to fall apart for CLG. I think this force buy probably wasn't worth it. Like I said, they've got a huge amount of rounds to work with. They can have a partial here. Tech 9's armor, some smokes. Try to get the bomb down. Now you're forcing in fully with Galil Tech 9. It's fine to get the bomb down. We probably can still buy in the next round, but it's not required right now to force into these ones.
And then flashed, basks away. It's Cello that's beside him. No boost this time, but he's got a similar angle. Can't quite see the top of the mid stairs, but he could spawn out toward the park. As Ethan starts to work his way toward Long. Long, little man.
Little man. Never heard of that guy before, and he's
already a legend.
Impact of the event.
He's already a legend.
Knocked out in the second round, but forever in our hearts.
Someday he might be a big man,
Big man.
but for now, just little man.
It's gonna be a long time before we cast him again.
Might as well wear it out now.
Yeah.
Just get it over with. This will be a kill for Cello. He's got the aim over FNS. No offense to him, but certainly more ready and prepared to take the peek. Goes back out, flashed in by his teammate. Cello takes down Cutler, and I think Payne is looking like comeback kings of the last 2 maps. Definitely did it against Misfits. They're looking like they could still do it against CLG. They need 2 rounds. They're struggling to find anything right now. Cello takes down Kusta. Now, to be fair, that time they didn't have much to work with, but it seems like even when they do, they're not getting much further than that.
That's what I was saying for CLG. This is how you start getting tilted. You're forcing the situations, and you've only got Galil's, Tech 9's, a couple of AKs, not fully equipped to utility, and then you allow Payne to get one step closer. After this round, when they have to take an eco, that's going to be double digits, and that's when you start thinking, okay, this is actually a possibility. We could throw this game now. 14-9. Tech 9's, Deagle's, P250s. No nades. These rounds always are a bit dangerous in CSGO. That is the game we're playing. Maybe just the B rush here. 5 players on this side of the map. I think it's another contact play. This is the first gun round that worked out for them. Kids though. Nice little pop flash ready to go. I like that a lot.
That is in. Takes down Kusta again with aggressive play in toward construction. Smoke obviously nowhere to go. Funnels them toward Monster. He holds on to construction. They try and rush down. They get 1 kill only against Nekis. And then it's DZ2. Get all the rest. Landon nearly shoots him in the back. Misses the first shot on Ethan, but follows up with it. Payne Gaming's going to find 10 rounds. After, if I'm not mistaken, was it 13-2.5 or 12-3? Let me just double. 13-2. Wow, they've only got 1 round this half. That's brutal.
That is brutal. Current scoreline 8-1. Payne actually back in this game now. CLG look poor. Can't get it done, but this time they do get a full buy. 4 AKs at AWP. For Kusta. They've got the Molotov, the smokes, the flashbangs. Maybe something faster, boys. Let's get in there, shall we? This is what we're saying to Payne on their T side. Just get the execution done at the start. Let's get that bomb planted. The defaults are not working out for us. We're getting caught out, losing the first frag consistently. More the default there, and more aggressive play from the CTs. This nice boost that North usually use towards middle. Want to see Major Spoy up there. And I'm not going to find anything just yet, but I do love this build. I think it's so powerful. For this reason, you can actually look towards playground and middle and find that first frag. Kusi loses the AWP by himself. Like, how's this beneficial for the team right now?
Yeah.
He's just running towards party and getting found out.
Yeah, it's not really. I mean, you know, they say actually when you go to a party, you shouldn't be early. You should be fashionably late.
Always late. Never be the first one at the party.
No. Except for when the trend was horse tranquilizers. You really want to be fashionably late for that party. Because
everyone's already out of it.
Yeah, they're already done. That was an actual thing in Vancouver, apparently. In Burnaby specifically, that got cracked down pretty hard. Ethan cooks down. That is DTZ does respond, but finally a bit of an opening. Unfortunately, Ethan doesn't account for the fact that there's two inside the water. Nade out, Cutler's looking at window, and luckily for him, DTZ didn't have his gun out. It's DZT, not TZ, but it doesn't matter because Pain Gaming are still in control. There's no access. How many plants have they had in all of this?
One. That was it. And that was on the second round force buy. So nothing so much in the gun run here. And they keep doing these defaults. They look separated and kind of just looking for a pick that's not there for them. Players like Cello just backstabbing them and taking them down with superior aim, like you said. Another tactical pause, another CLG. They're starting to feel the pressure now. Round number 26. This is Pain's map. We thought it was over at 13-2. They won the pistol. Lost the first gun round, but since then it's been a Brazilian affair. And another buy available. Not a great one, though. All in with the AK-47s. Maybe one player down to a Tech 9 here. Kusa's only got $2,400, so yep, Tech 9 for him. I think there's something faster now. Let's stop doing the default, just get in there. Get stuck in. The one round you've picked up was for a contact play towards B. Let's do something like that. Let's just get something aggressive, something quick. Hopefully you can get that initial kill. Once the bomb's down, try and win the clutch out. Your defaults just don't seem to be really providing so far.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled. But
here we go, B rush mark.
This could be
when all else fails, just get in there.
Yes, when all else fails, rush through the tiny little cavern.
They got to do a little bit of execution here, so it will be a set piece off the bat. The smoke's deployed, it won't be the rush. Walking through, but I think Nicky's going to spray them all down. It's going to be like multiple spray down. Only gets one. Now we have a chance.
Cutler inside of the site. They haven't been answered for their second kill yet, which is better than it has been in the past. DZT's got a nice gap in the smoke with a bomb in front of him. He finds the opening, the only one available, and Cutler does respond to get Cello, but they're definitely still in the round. Bomb not yet recovered. I take that back. Sorry, it is picked up by Ricky, but it's downed again. Headshot for DZT, but they line up. They're both in the water. And finally, CLG with a bit of luck as they trip over themselves. Kusta closes out the round.
It's not the cleanest of rounds, Matt. It's not the prettiest, but it counts. Kusta had to rush them down there with the Tech 9. Unlikely, but he manages to pull it off, and that's, I guess, a sigh of relief from the CLG side. They have looked out of their depth on the T side so far, and you can see how close it is. If he gets from the corner, he probably loses the round. Kusta just about pulls it off, and they'll be so happy with that. It was, like we said, stop doing the defaults. Let's just get towards B, try and get that bomb down. It didn't even get planted. It was just Cutler finding 3 kills, and Kusta with the Tech 9 as well. Nothing to do with tactical prowess, just hoping they could hit the shots, and Cutler certainly delivered. Maybe round number 27 here. Map point. This is the first of a best of 3, so don't worry if you're just joining us. Still plenty of action coming up. Do not go anywhere. 2 Tech 9s. As you can see, those CLG, mate, they win the round, sure, but they are still extremely limited here. Lose this one, overtime, certainly still a strong possibility. That'll be double Eco Town.
Double Eco Town.
Not Funky Town.
Go down, down to Double Eco Town, where everybody gathers round. Landon's got the op. Someday my rhymes will stop, but that's only when my heart drops. And I'm dead.
You've got a couple of years left.
Yeah, I figure 40 is probably a fair shot.
40? That's what you're aiming for?
I think so.
And that's fair enough. Well, Nexus, Nikis with a nice little frag there, 2 in total. That's giving the round, considering the weaponry that CLG have available. Just an open position there from the Brazilian. Takes 2 of them down. They seem panicked now. It's 4 on 3. I don't think they can actually recover from this. We'll see whether Cutler has anything to do with it, but they'll be falling back to A. Quite obvious at this point. They know B's going to be locked out. They'll have time to rotate. There's the CTs, and they've still got old Landon waiting for them on arrival. Good incendiary. That's round over, in my opinion. Let's see if they can find him.
Well, they're past it. Landon's got the shot, though. So too does Cello. And it's hello, FNS.
Full reset.
Yeah, that doesn't really rhyme, but I'll go with it.
Yeah. So, they've got overtime. I'm going to say this is a good overtime game, for sure. CLG were lucky to pick up that second round. And doesn't seem like they've got much left in the tank here. It's a full reset, $1,400 per player. They save an AWP, but that's all they're really saving. I think FNS has already purchased into this round. He's got the Tech 9 armor. PD50's purchased, head armor all round. So they're forcing around this AWP, hoping that Kusta can go absolutely wild. One round would do it. I think once they get on their own map, they'll be fine. I was going to go check out what that was. Not 100% sure. I think it was Mirage, if I'm not mistaken.
Miragi? Mirage?
Yeah, it's Mirage next. Which
Flash.
is a map they're very comfortable on.
Not a bad flash, actually. I kind of like that. That works. It's not amazing. Doesn't pop the edge of the circumference, but it goes right into the center of the radius. The only thing I didn't mention was diameter. Couldn't work that one in, sorry.
Well, let's see if CLG can work it in towards B. Tensions rising. PT50's in hand. All for Kusta. CDC Mawap, 3 players on the B side. Holding up, and any chance that CLG have to win this round will be found out from his full commitment. They've got smokes, they've got flashbangs. They're going in. Kusta has to go last and use his teammates as cannon fodder. Let's see if it works out.
In they go. Ricky, good shot. Knows Tata's in. Blinded up. Ricky's got Nickers. There's a real chance they actually win this with the pistols. Of course there is. DZT, one but done. It's all on Landon. Fast play. CLG, they might have just done enough, Henry.
Ricky with a deagle, opening up the bomb site.
Yeah, no way he gets
Maybe
it with the
ending
AWP.
the dreams of Pain. No, he can't really do this, can he? I'd love to build some hype here, but I think even he knows it's over. 4 kills. Bomb gets by the halfway point now. Dead. Cutler finishes it off. There we go. Well, it was a bit of a struggle, but CLG did it from a 13-2 half. It looked like it was going to slip away, but they managed to recover.
Yeah, super good CT half. Unfortunately, a very slow start from Pain. If it weren't for a few rounds in the first half, that game's theirs all day long. They looked much better even than CLG did on their CT side, in my opinion.
I think so, especially Cello. He was great, and it's going to be DZT with 22 kills in total. So still an exciting game, considering the first half score. There's a bit of tension there towards the end. CLG significantly dropped off in their T half. We move on to Mirage, which is CLG's pick, so you feel like that's where they're going to be more comfortable. And the 2-0 is still quite a possibility. But we're going to chuck it over to the, what's the name of it? They'll call them the Wild Boys, the Animal Pack. What do you want to give them? Nothing?
Just people.
Mr. Frog, it's over to you.
Ribbit.
Thank you very much, Mr. Frog, reporting in. Yeah, it did seem like we may have seen another comeback there by Pain, but turns out all we need is Deagles to really just ruin their fun. And CLG win the first map. How do you guys feel about that?
Deagles and Eagles and...
Even Matt's rhyming and word association couldn't bail him out there when he's trying to think of a name. And he's like, what do you got for me, Matt? And he's like, I used all the good material in the cast. Just so damn ridiculous, isn't it?
I absolutely love it. This has been some of the best I've heard in a long time.
I mean, obviously, the big thing is the huge lead by CLG that just kind of dwindles away, right? This is a problem they've had for a while. And I just saw them, what was it, last week, right, when we were in LA for the EPL finals.
Yes.
And even all the players, like, still have, like, maybe not nightmares, but they still all remember, like, in 2015 when they were, like, the second best team in NA, they had JDM, they had Tarek on the team.
Yes.
They would be going up against, like, Navi and getting them, like, 16-14, have these, like, head-to-head battles, one of the best teams in the world, and they would get to, like, 14 and just be stuck there for, like, 4 or 5 rounds and not able to close it out. And I know that was one of the big things talking to FNS that he was very frustrated with because it's still happening. And it's the hardest thing in the world. So, like, we've seen a lot of teams struggle with it. We saw Straw struggle with it, you know, throughout various lineups. Is how do you figure out how to just get over the finish line, right? So CLG obviously still really struggling. I mean, 14-5. It should never really get that close, should it?
No, I mean that's so scary. That erodes a lot of your confidence, especially against a team like Pain, where you feel like, you know, you get such a good start, you should be able to close it out. Credit to Pain for sticking in there. I mean, on the other hand,
right?
Yeah, you got to say, you know, it takes a lot to mentally keep in the game and fight back out when you're that far behind. So I'm glad to see that they had that in them. I actually think that's a positive sign, you know. But you're right. CLG should have been able to close it out a little bit earlier. And it does seem to be a sort of a problem with American Counter-Strike every once in a while. I feel like
It's just so funny, actually. I almost completely even forgot. I mean, they win the game on Deagles and Tech-9s with 1 AWP, and the tying round that they win at 14 whatever it was, they win with Tech-9s and Pistol, that Tech-9 by the double Tech-9 by Kusta.
Yeah, and
Pistols,
then the Deagle
man.
at the end with Ricky as well.
Yeah, why not?
It was
But yeah, overall, I thought it was a very good game. I thought the ops of CLG were like kind of the driving force that pushed him over.
Yeah.
Kusta had a very good game. I think 24 kills. Ricky as well had some very impactful rounds of the AWPs. And we didn't kind of really see that. Like that was one of the big things that Payne had against Misfits, with as like the op advantage when trained when they were coming back. They were just destroying them with the AWP. And here it was the other way around.
Before we move on to the second map, which is Mirage, let's have a look at the MVP, the Mummy MVP. Of
my man.
Of that round. And it is Kusta. 4.82. Not the largest we've seen of this tournament so far, but still impressive performance.
Yeah, the trade kills is huge as well. Seven of those. That's quite nice. I feel like as we're going to go on with this kind of thing, like into the other minors and into the majors, we're going to see more opening kills for an opper. And I don't know if this is maybe because there was Ricky was also opping, who's sometimes a little bit more aggressive with it. Maybe he was the opper that got the majority of the opening kills. But, you know, especially on the T side, you'd think maybe the opper is in position to get some kind of a pick, right? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Just thinking out loud here.
Yeah. Do you agree with that, Anders?
Sharing your thoughts. I agree. I concur.
Yeah, that's going to be dominated by oppers, I think. Like Kenny, when you get like Kenny S into the game, when it is like on the CT sides especially, like just holding angles really early on. Guys like Device as well knows to like pick and choose his spots early in the round. So I would imagine that that's a pretty low opening kill count for an opper, all things considered.
Yeah.
So before we move on again to Mirage, we do actually have one of those interviews from Payne, as we know they're now just on the edge of being knocked out and going out of this minor. So we had an interview with one of their players earlier today. I believe it's Nekis.
Yes, I was hoping it was.
My name is Gabriel Nekis Canato. I'm from Brazil.